Hi, this is Naomi Tutu, and I am so sorry that we were not able to have the philanthropy breakfast because of the weather. I keep warning people here in Minneapolis, I keep telling you that don't invite me here in the winter. And see, now the elements have shown you why I've been saying that. But it is great to be here at Youthprise, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts that I was hoping to share at the philanthropy breakfast. And the very first thing that I wanted to share was a poem that to me speaks to what I think are some of the challenges and opportunities that are facing us as we move into the 21st century. The poem is by one of my favorite theologians, Howard Thurman, and it is called I Will Sing a New Song. The old song of my spirit has wearied itself out. It has long ago been learnt by heart. It repeats itself over and over, bringing no added joys to my days or lift to my spirit. I will sing a new song. I must learn the new song for the new needs. I must fashion new words born of all the new growth of my life, of my mind, of my spirit. I must prepare for the new melodies that have never been mine before, that all that is within me may lift my voice unto God. Therefore I shall rejoice with each new day and delight my spirit in each fresh unfolding. I will sing this day a new song unto the Lord. And this new song, I think that that is truly the challenge that faces those of us who are interested in making change in our world. That we have so often done things in the same way, that we've become comfortable in the ways that we look at the world, in the ways that we look at the work that we do, in the ways that we look at the challenges that we face, in the ways that we look at who are our partners and who are our contributors. And as I was thinking about this morning, what came to me was an experience that I had as I was working as an economist many, many years ago in West Africa. And I was on a project that was working to look at a forestry project that was about the abundance of wood that was in this particular community, and the idea for logging and to building furniture and using the wood for different things. And as the economist was out in Ghana, visiting the site, visiting the business that was thinking of being the logging, and part of the process that they took us on was to take us into the forest that they were planning on logging. And we walked into the forest, and the place was full of people. There were families picnicking in the forest. There were children playing from a nearby community, obviously playing hide and seek. There were young people obviously meeting one another, maybe without their families knowing, for their little romantic interludes. And as I looked at this gathering, all these things happening in this forest, I realized that in my benefit cost analysis that I was being asked to do as an economist for this project, those people, the way that the forest was used did not appear. That there was no way in the structure that I had been given for deciding whether this project should go forward to bring in the fact that this was a vibrant community place, that this was not just some wood growing, but that there was life, that people were experiencing this forest as part of their community. And as I thought about how limited the tools that I had at my disposal as an economist for making suggestions or for really showing the benefit and cost of the logging, it led me finally actually to leave that work as an economist and to be looking at how do we really take into account the stories that happen around things that we try and put simply a dollar and cent value on. What are other values that we can put on? And so that combining that story with this new song that I believe we are challenged to sing, I believe that as those who are about giving in the community, about supporting community initiatives, that the 21st century today is the time for a new song. There has to be a song that is sung with all the communities that you say that you are serving, that their voices cannot simply be heard as the voices of recipients, but their harmonies must be part of the harmony of the planning, of the evaluating, of the imagining of what is it that this work is going to look like. That when we say we send out asking for proposals for people, that people must write grants for work that they are doing in their community, that maybe we need to ask the community to come in a step before we ask for grant proposals. We need the community to be at the point of identifying what kind of work needs to be going on in our community. That we need to step back maybe even further than that, even a further step, and bring the community onto our very boards. Who is on our boards? Who is making the decisions about how much money we are giving in certain areas? Who are on the boards who are imagining, envisioning what does philanthropy look like in the 21st century? And I think that we find that our boards do not represent the communities that we say we are serving. I know we have gone beyond the time when we were saying, well, our board has 3 Black people and 6 women, so we're doing well. That it has to be beyond counting of the numbers. The new song is saying that there are voices which harmonize, and if those harmonies are missing from our very initial conversations about our work, then our work cannot be fully formed. It cannot be fully philanthropic. So I am here to say thank you. Thank you for the work that you have done, that you continue to do. Thank you for the organizations that you have supported. Thank you for the young people who I have met over these last few days that I've been here with Youthprise, who are writing articles, who are writing poetry, who are doing plays, who are innovators, imagining what their community can look like in the future. Thank you for being part of that movement to heal wounds that have existed between the African American and African immigrant communities in this city and around the nation. So thank you for all of that work. So that's the first thing I want to say. But the second is, what is the new song you are being called to sing? What are the voices that are missing in the song you have been singing to date? What are the melodies that haven't been heard from the grassroots, from the earliest stages of philanthropic endeavors? Which are the words that have not been in the songs because those who are thinking in terms of those words are not at the table? I am challenging you. It is time to sing a new song. Thank you. Also like to join with Youthprise and Minneapolis Public Schools in congratulating the recipients of this year's awards. In a very particular thank you to the late Hussein Samatar for the work that he has done in this community to bring together African and African Americans. And also thank you and congratulations to Ellis Bullock.